Gotta love coffee. It's the only thing keeping me awake during these times. Damn kids. What's up everyone, John Ferrara here, the one and only Instagram man. Welcome back to yet another video, and I'm gonna be answering the question, John, how do you make great content? How am I supposed to make great content? And I'm going to answer by saying that great content is subjective. What's good to you might not be good to someone else. So create from this space, from this mindset that there is no great content, there is no bad content, there is just content. Disassociate yourself from it being good or bad and ask the right questions now. Instead of asking yourself, how do I make great content? You said, how do I make valuable content? How do I serve my audience? How do I solve a problem? Because as business owners, we are all in the business of solving problems. We are problem terminators, right? So how do you solve a problem? Ask these questions, because if you think, how do I make great content, then you're just going to make what the majority of the people want to see, and that might not necessarily be, part of your niche or industry or whatnot. What's trending now on Instagram Reels might not fit for your business. I've seen it all the time. I've seen people take trending Reels and do them, but at the same time, it has nothing to do with their business. So what they're doing is hopping on the Reels trending train, okay, choo-choo, and then they're just creating content for the sake of creating content. There is no value. They're not serving their audience. They're not solving a problem. There's nothing there. It might be great content to the majority of people, but not necessarily help your business. And I need to bring you back all the time to remind you, we're using Instagram to build a business. We're using Instagram to market our business, and not just, for vanity metrics or be fun or whatnot. This is to move the business forward, to create an income for your business, and to market your business, to get people to know about your brand, about your business, about your product or service. So always create from that place and not from, how do I create great content? Because great content might be popping for you, but it might not pop for someone else. Or if you hop on that train, it might not serve you at the highest level. So always create content from the place of solving a problem, from offering high value. And you already knew this, right? John's just repeating himself at this point, but it's true. It's true. But here's a little strategy for you. Everybody's followers are different on Instagram, and your followers are different from my followers, are different from anybody's followers. However, you can see the patterns of how content performs once you create it and release it to your audience. So for example, if I create a carousel, and a carousel does really well for my followers, and then I create another one because maybe the first one was just a fluke and the second one does very well, I know that my audience loves carousels. If I post a picture of my face or my family, which this is true, people, a lot of the engagement that I get on my post have to do with me, my family, right? When I show my kids, it gets a lot of engagement, and I know that. That's not necessarily great content. That is engaging content. That is relatable content. The idea of it being great is subjective. What you like, he might not like. What he might not like, I might not like. What I like, you might not like. Everything is subjective. So always create from a place of value. Create from a place of giving. Never about yourself, about your audience only. So see what's trending. And you're able to do this if you have a business account on Instagram. Go into the analytics and see what content performed well within the last 30 days. And when you see the content that performed well, ask yourself why that performed well. Was it the value that I gave? Was it the time of day that I posted it at? Was it the type of content? Was it a carousel? Was it an image? Was it a video? And then what you do is you create more of that. And if it continues to do well for you, continue doing that, because that's what your particular audience likes to see. And don't be afraid of trying new things. Don't be afraid. If you're scared of doing a reel, don't be afraid of doing a reel. Do a reel. Try it out. Share it, right? It's only going to help you if you detach yourself from the outcome, okay? Don't think, I created this content and it bombed and I'm a total failure. No, we don't do that here, okay? Detach yourself from the outcome and just take it as data, feedback. That's all it is. This performed well, this didn't. Doesn't mean that I'm a loser. It just means that this performed well and this didn't. I'm going to do more of this. Simple as that. and you continue that way, because the consistency of good content based on what performed well, when you do that all the time and you get new followers in, they're following you because they want to see more of that content. So that's what they're going to expect you to create. But also don't let that stop you from, like I said, from creating new content and trying new things, because it's the trying of the new things that brings you out of your comfort zone, okay? And then it also will allow you to see different metrics and how other types of content to perform. Because I'll tell you, I never have done a pointing reel, and I won't do it because I just don't like them. It's not me. I'm not going to try it out, but I have done other reels that have done very well. I had one of my first reels, Instagram chose it to use as an example of what like a reel is and started to push it up for me. It was a sponsored reel by Instagram, right? And that was just me trying something new, right? So I urge you to try something new. Don't ask yourself, how can I create great content? Ask yourself, how can I add value? How can I serve my audience? How can I solve a problem? Those are the right questions to ask. Because when you ask yourself, how do I create great content? I mean, great is so broad, first of all, and also it's subjective. What's great to you might not be great to someone else. Ask yourself the right questions. That is how you create great content. Content specifically that your existing audience wants to see, and more of your ideal followers who are not following you yet will want to see as well. There you have it. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, follow me on Instagram at John Ferrara, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.